Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Olamide, and if you're seeing me for the very first time, welcome. Where have you been? I'm super happy to have you here. I film about a whole lot of things, from school to makeup to beauty to lifestyle to fashion to any content that I actually feel like creating content on. To be honest, I've not found a niche yet, but don't go. Stay with me. So in today's video, I am going to be doing my makeup, and I am going to be showing you like some tips and tricks. Well, I call it tips and tricks now, but I'm just going to show you my makeup and how to help you do yours as a beginner. So this makeup is beginner makeup friendly, and I'm also going to tell you the story of how I actually got into makeup. Do you understand? Like, it's a very juicy and interesting story. You don't even want to miss this one. And please don't skip. Don't skip. Make sure you watch to the end because there's juicy content along the way. You don't want to miss out on my story. And please don't forget to do like one of the most important things, which is to subscribe. Please watch all through, but please subscribe and like and share. I'm going to actually I'm going to urge you guys to, will I say watch my videos now, because the algorithm with YouTube is very interesting right now, such that if my video like gets recommended to you and you don't click it immediately within the first hour or the first 2 hours, like it will just go to the bush. And I don't want my content to go, I don't want my content to just vamoose. So please guys, engage my content. Make sure you leave a comment. I think I actually really love to interact with you guys in my comment section. Before I talk too much, I don't want this makeup or this video to be super long, because I'm still going to create another content today. By the time you guys watch it, I don't know when, but there's a public holiday in the UK today, and that's why I have the time to do this, and I'm going to maximize it. Yeah. Okay, so if you can see my face, you can tell that it's really white, like there's nothing on my skin, and that's because I'm starting with nothing and I'm going to work it up to like the finished product. I have my mirror here with me in case I'm looking down. I'm looking at my mirror. So I mean, this is how I start my makeup, right? With a bare face. So right now, when I started makeup, how many years ago? I think 9 years ago. I used to, the trend then was to start your brows first. There was nothing like skin first or anything like that. It's now that makeup has evolved. So it used to be brows first and skin, and then you work it all through. But I know that because this is a beginner friendly kind of makeup tutorial, I am going to be starting from my brows, because if you make mistakes as a beginner, it will be easier to clean than when you've done your skin first and then you now do your brows after. Do you understand? And brows can be very tricky. So I will moisturize my face later when I get to the skin part, but I'm going to be using this Beauty Line by Didi pencil. It's actually very good. And yeah, so there's one thing I mentioned. There's another technique, so that your brows also last long, and when you're sweaty, it doesn't smudge at all. There's a new tutorial where people, you put foundation on your brows and then you set it with setting powder, and you're going to now draw the pencil. So I'm going to do the two. I'm going to draw one just without putting anything, and I'm going to do the second one putting my foundation first and then setting it with powder, and then I'm going to draw my brow after. I just wanted to put that out there before I forget. So I hope you guys can see. So first off, you're not going to, if you're not using this kind of roller pencil, you want to use a pencil that is actually very sharp. Where's my pen? If you're using this type that you have to sharpen, then you need to ensure that it has to be like the tip has to be very pointed. If you're not using this type of pencil, you're using this roll up one that is self-sharpening, you just need to ensure that you're not putting too much pressure on your pencil, and you're like using light strokes and you're not like putting so much pressure, so that when it's time to highlight, it's not a problem. So I'm just going to draw light strokes. My brows is not shaped because I hardly shape my brows. I do not, when God was sharing brows, I always collect beauty. So I don't have so much hair. So I'm done. So first off, you want to draw light strokes on that, and then draw light strokes above as well. So you're just taking, you're not going to draw one line at once. It looks like you're building, which is what I'm going to do. So you guys, I might not show you all the steps, if not we'll sleep here today. So I'm just going to, you know, show some parts and leave some parts out. But as you can see, it's starting to come together. Okay. So when you're done highlighting under and on top your brows, you're going to fill lightly with, you know, very light strokes, not so much pressure on your pencil. Actually, not so much pressure. So just take it gently, and yeah. But to be honest, the trend these days, like, most people don't even pay attention to their brows anymore. You just draw, because, you know, makeup has evolved. So look at that, see how defined that is, even without highlighting. So the next one I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put like foundation and powder on my brows, and then I will draw it after. So I already have my foundation on my palm, my hand, and I have like my powder on my brush. So I'm just going to take that and pat it like this. Like I said, you guys, this is beginner makeup friendly, so I'm not going to do much today and going like in depth. I will do that in another video. So now you can see it looks, and then also people do this if they don't want their brows to be very dark. So yeah, so you do this and then it has already lightened the base, as you can see. So now I'm going to tap in with my setting powder. So when I'm done, I brush up like this. This is where, if you have a brow gel, just to ensure that the brow stays in place, you can apply that. But I know that you might not be able to do that because you're taking it one step at a time. So I'm just going to draw on top this. But bear in mind that if you want to apply a brow gel, now is the time. So the same technique as I used for the first one, which is light strokes only. So I'm done with this particular brows. I don't know if you can tell that one is lighter than the other. Yeah, and then don't sweat it if you can't get like the same exact brows, because they're not twin brows, they are sister brows. So you can't like have the same exact, you know, width and length and all of that. So this is lighter because I use like a base before drawing. So I'm just going to go over to highlighting right now. So highlighting is when you define your brows with like concealer. For under your brows, you want to use, first of all, I'm using this Ferrari palette. So you want to use 2 shades lighter or 8 shades lighter, depending on how you want it to be under. So I'm just going to use about 2 shades lighter now. Using the same technique as the brows, you're going to take it slowly. You're not going to like, you know, just put everything at once. You're going to take it slowly and then work your way up. So this one I've done, I'm going to blend it gently by just tapping in my brush and give it that smooth finishing. So I'm done with my brows now, and I'm going over to my eyes. I think I've tried. So I'm going to be using this primer, this Ben Nye Clown White, as my primer. The primer actually helps make the eyeshadow pop, makes it stay longer. You can either use an eyeshadow primer or you can use a foundation base. Most times I use foundation base because I already have it and I don't want to waste it. But you can use this for much more better results. So I'm just going to tap this with a brush on my lid and do that for the second one as well. So regardless of whether you're going to clean afterwards, you want to make sure that your preparatory phase is actually really neat. So you know, you don't want to mess up anything. So just tap it as I'm tapping gently and build. On applying my primer, and I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow palette that I just got, Revolution Pro, and it has like gold shades and bronze and all of those beautiful colors. So there's something that we call the transition color, which is what you use like on your crease, just so that it helps your eyeshadow blend properly and just fuse into each other. I'm going to show you guys how to use this in a bit. I have my brush here, and colors that you want to use as transition are this like earth tone. First off, for natural makeup you want to use like this kind of colors, these nude colors. But again, you know, makeup has evolved and you can do anything you want. You can use green as a transition color depending on what you're going for. But for everyday makeup and, you know, even bridal glams and all, you want to use like all these soft earth colors. So I'm just going to use this now. I'm going to use this one. I'm just going to tap on everything actually. Yeah, and just tap gently above my crease, and then do this. I don't know if you guys can see the color very well. I don't even know if this lighting is doing justice to this makeup, but so I'm done with my transition colors above my crease. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap something. I'm going out today, so I don't want to look like Ujuju. So maybe use, I think I'm just going to use the Supernatural and Mystical. Like, these colors are really beautiful. So see, now I have to hold my mirror, and so I'm just going to do this. Just tap gently and then place gently on my lid as well by tapping. So this is what I mean. So next I'm going to go on to line my eyes with an eyeliner. So you can either use like a liquid eyeliner or you can use a gel eyeliner like this one. This one is from Flawless Ivy. This one is just gold. It's one of a very good eyeliners that I've used. So yeah, I'm just going to take it slowly as well. For this kind of look, you need, for this eyeliner, you need proper hand control. So I'd also like to, if you're just starting off, I'd like to recommend a marker liner. A marker liner, it looks like a pencil. That could actually help you with some hand control. One thing I like about this eyeliner is how it dries matte, so you wouldn't even know that it was liquid at the first instance. So before I put my lashes, I'm going to use this mascara from Maybelline. It's really nice. I really like it because it really adds so much volume to my lashes. So I'm going to do that first so that it stays, the lashes stays. About my makeup story, it was after pre-degree, and then we went home, and then you know, I was thinking of what to do and all of that, and I was like, okay, what can I learn, what can I do with my time and all. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should go and learn how to do makeup, right? I don't even know, because nobody in my house is a makeup artist. It's not like we're makeup people. I don't even know why I opted for that. But anyway, my mom was like, oh, okay, I have a friend that does makeup, or not like a close friend, but anyway, I could go talk to her and then you can start from there. So when my mom went to her now, she now said that yeah, I could come, and she was going to teach me for free. I wasn't even going to pay any money. And then when I got there, I was really talented. I was always going with her to do, like my boss at the time, to do like makeup jobs for brides and all. So I learned faster than every other person there. And then the training was supposed to be for 6 weeks, but I think I stayed for like 10 weeks, over 2 months or close to 3 months actually. At a point, she even wanted me to come and work like full-time with her when school hadn't resumed and all, but I couldn't for one reason or the other. So my mom was like just it was a huge favor. So my mom was like, maybe it's because she wore the back of clothes, because that day she wore like a boo, but she wore the inside, and she was like, oh, when people wear like inside of clothes, they tend to receive favors, blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, but anyway, that was how I started to do makeup, and that's how I ventured into, you know, doing makeup, and just at a very young age, actually traveling, waking up in the morning like around 6 a.m. to go and, you know, meet clients. Just hold on a sec, guys. Just off camera, and I'm just going to continue my story. So that's how I started doing makeup, you know, going out to meet clients and all of that. Then I got into OAU, and then, you know, I went through my box of makeup. And then I remember one story in my part 1, my 100 level, where I was looking for makeup clients, and also I stayed in Mo's in my part 1. Mozambique Hall is a hall in OAU for just girls, and it's very big. It has many girls. And then Dina was fast approaching, and people were like, oh, I want you to go and do makeup for blah 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 blah. So I now carried myself, I carried one of my friends, shout out to Being Couture, and then I did her makeup. That girl has been my muse for how long now? So I did her makeup, and then we started to go from room to room. Like, hi everybody, my name is Olamide, and I do makeup, blah blah blah. I stay in room and blah blah blah, and you can give me a call or just come and see me, and all of that. I shaped brows and all of this, and to be honest, it was good because it gave me so much publicity. That's how I got to know so many people, because of the fact that I was doing makeup. And then we got to this particular room, and then we met one girl cooking in her room, and that's how, as Bingbe was about to, that's my muse, was about to go out, she just kicked the pot of stew that this babe just finished cooking. Like, this girl was cooking as we got there, right there and then, you know, we're like, oh, thank you very much, blah blah blah. She was about to step out of the room, she just kicked the babe's pot of stew, and then you see, that's how both of us knelt down saying, begging, please, I'm sorry. Oh my god, oh my god, we went to go advertise. I think after that incident, we just said, well, let's go back to our room. And then we went back to our room, and then I had clients. Then I moved out of Mo's at that time. I went to another hostel in maintenance, and then I had, my room was like a studio really, because I used to organize makeup classes, so my room was always full, my ring light was always on, my door was always open. At some point I printed out my work, all my makeup jobs, and I posted it on my door. So there's no way you will not walk into my hostel and not see my door, because it was, as soon as you walk in, you will see it. You cannot not see it. So that was really a very good source of money making. It was a good source of or like a good source of income for me, to be honest, because I got the opportunity to meet a lot of people. I traveled in like 11 p.m. There was one time I traveled with a friend to Owo on those days around 11 p.m. We were still on the road. I'm like, if anything happened, and that time it was so dark, there was nobody on the road. Like, if anything was to happen to me, it would have to be safe. Because I'll leave school, go and do makeup jobs. I'll wake up very early as 5 a.m. You know, go and do makeup. See, the highest number of people I've done makeup for is like 6, and then after, I'll be so knackered. Like, I will just come back from home and sleep, as in sleep for the whole day, because I've been up since morning. And I've been, you know, makeup artist now, you cannot sit, you have to stand all through. So it was really an interesting experience, and I think that's why it's hard for me to leave it, because it's been a part and parcel of me for a very long time. Anyway, let me not bore you with people, let me go over. So I've done my eyeshadow, I've done my lashes right now, so I am going to, you know, just moisturize my skin, and then we can move over to doing foundation. I am also going to, in another video, probably talk about highlighting and contouring and how to get it right. Not in this video, because it's going to get so long, and I don't want it to be very, very long. I want you guys to follow me along through every step of the way. So yeah, let me just get my foundation or my primer, my moisturizer. I'm going to moisturize my skin first. I'm going to prime, and then if you have an oily skin, you would want to mattify, just because a mattifier controls oil. But I don't have an oily skin, I have a combination skin, so it's a mixture of both. So I'm not going to use a mattifier, because there's really no need. So I'm just going to moisturize my skin and prime it, and then apply my foundation. Moisturizer, I used, you know, this Cetaphil. You can use any other very good moisturizer. I also have the Snail Musing moisturizer that I use, but I don't have it here. Then I have my Rimmel primer, so I'm just going to put a little as well. This jumped out, but this is what I'm having right now. So I'm just going to, this is the moisturizer, and I'm going to put it first. Yeah. Fenty Beauty came to Nigeria. They launched in Nigeria, and then they got bashed for it because during the launch there were so many like baby Naija stars and, you know, actresses and all, which in my opinion doesn't make sense, and agrees with also, like, a lot of people agree with that, because many people that actually use this product are beauty influencers, makeup artists, and all of those kind of people. And then you're now coming to bring, you know, BB Nigeria people that might not even use your product, or like they don't even know so much about the beauty industry. Well, they got bashed for it anyway, and I think they even took down, you know, one post. It didn't make sense. I think they were also trying to do damage control by sending some PR packages, blah blah blah, but I think it was too late already. But anyway, I'm going to, you know, set under my eyes right now with this Ferrarici liquid foundation. You can use a concealer, but I'm just going to use foundation for mine. By the way, this is not a contour and highlights tutorial. It's going to come in a separate video, and I promise. So I'm going to have to just do this part as quickly as I can without explaining so much. So I'm done highlighting my skin. One thing I would like to say is that you do not have to use a liquid foundation to highlight. You can use a powder to highlight under your eyes, and you can also use a powder to contour. So for example, I'm not going to do liquid contouring, that's using liquid foundation to contour. I'm going to use a powder to contour my face, and I'm also, maybe I should have actually done, but like I said, this is not a tutorial for highlight and contour. I'm going to do that. So I'm done with, you know, highlighting under my eyes. I am going to just go and set with some powder, and then set with setting powder, and also contour with powder. So let's go. So this is the powder I'm going to use. This is V Beauty, and I'm going to use like the light shade and just tap it gently under my eyes. Then after some time, I will now set with setting powder or baking powder, as you may know, or I could just, you know, leave it like this if I don't want something too dramatic. Can you see? Now powder also does the job, and this is even without blending. So I'm going to do this for the next part as well. I like to suck in and smell so that I know where my contour is ending and it's not going to the wrong place. So I have a lip moisturizer, and I just removed that because I want it to be as dry as possible. Pink lips gang. So I have this Eye Magic palette, and I'm going to, first I want something nude. I don't want something, you know, shouty. So I'm going to use this brown to line my lips. If you have a lip pencil, a brown lip pencil, the one that you use to even draw your brows, you can use it to, you know, outline your lips. So I'm done with my lips. I don't know if you guys see all of those lip trend that is going on nowadays, that they, you know, draw above the line so that it looks big. I tried them. So I'm going to use gloss because I'm a gloss girl. Is this look making sense? Let me know. If it's making sense, let me know that it's making sense. Comment is making sense. Or say it's making sense in the comment section. So I have my blush palette here, and I have this Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter that I really like. So I'm going to be using this Mature and Violet here. and I'm going to smile. It literally like brings the face to life. Then finally, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter, and I'm going to smile again. This glow is mad. Can you see? I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills dewy spray. I love the bottle, it's really beautiful. See, so I'm just gonna shake. I'm so excited. This look is beautiful. Okay, so whew. So the effect of this is that it sets the whole makeup, and then the powdery effect that your face has is gone. Everything now sits in your face, is not looking very powdery and all. So that's about it, guys. I am done with this look. Let me know if you need explanation with any technique or any tip that I used. But the good thing about makeup is that it's changing, it's very dynamic, and people come up with different trends and tricks that work. So in case I did anything that you're not used to, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. Or in case you're doing something that I didn't do, it doesn't mean you're doing the wrong thing. Provided, I think so there's one Yoruba saying which is not only one road that used to enter markets. Do you understand? You can enter from anywhere, provided you get to the market, provided you get the finished look, the desired look that you want. But this is like the desired look that I want, and yeah, I'm happy that I got it. And I'm filming another video with this look, so you guys want to put on your push notification, you want to turn it on and ensure that you do not miss out on any content from me. So I hope that this video was very helpful. I hope you loved this video. I hope that you watched till this point, and if you did watch all the way, thank you so much. It really means a whole lot to me. The next video after this is going to be a fun one, so immediately I release that video, please make sure that you watch it. Even if you don't want to watch, just let it be playing in the background so that my video gets recommended to other people as well, and it doesn't go down the drain, because that's a lot of hard work going down the drain. I also wanted to apologize. It's been about 2 weeks that I posted my last video. Combining school and other things going on in my life can be quite a lot, so I apologize for the inconsistency. I'm trying my best to still stay consistent regardless of how much work I have to do on other parts of my life. So thank you so much for watching to this point. If you liked this video or if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so that when I post, you're the first person to know, and you will click and you will watch and you will comment, right? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.